Did you know this? The world is about to face tragedy in the remaining days of 2024? Following the devastating Great Fire in London and a powerful 7.5 magnitude earthquake in Japan, which echoed Nostradamus's predictions, global focus has turned to him. Experts have now dispelled all skepticism surrounding Nostradamus's chilling prophecy, a dire warning about a collapse predicted for 2024. There are at least 7 alarming predictions that everyone should be aware of. Let's begin the video. Here's the first scary prediction. The ominous forecast for 2024, predicting a series of calamities including parched earth, floods, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, dehydration, famine, and drought, paints a grim picture of potential global crises. While such predictions can evoke fear and concern, it's crucial to approach them with a balanced perspective that considers scientific insights, historical trends, and proactive measures to mitigate risks and build resilience. The phrase, "dry earth will grow more parched," suggests escalating drought conditions exacerbated by climate change. Droughts are not only prolonged periods of low precipitation, but also result from increased evaporation due to rising temperatures. Regions already grappling with water scarcity, such as parts of Africa, the Middle East, and Australia, may face intensified challenges in agricultural productivity, water availability, and ecosystem health. This, in turn, threatens food security and livelihoods, amplifying social and economic vulnerabilities. Conversely, great floods indicate the contrasting extreme of increased precipitation and intensified storms. Climate models project that warmer temperatures will lead to more frequent and intense rainfall events, heightening the risk of flooding in vulnerable areas. Urbanization, poor land use practices, and inadequate infrastructure exacerbate flood impacts, causing displacement, property damage, and disruption of essential services like water supply and sanitation. These events strain emergency response systems and can lead to prolonged recovery periods. The prediction of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions disrupting access to water underscores the unpredictable nature of geological hazards. Earthquake-prone regions such as the Pacific Ring of Fire and volcanic hotspots face ongoing risks that can rupture water supply networks, contaminate water sources with ash and debris, and render infrastructure unusable. The aftermath of such events often necessitates immediate humanitarian aid to provide safe drinking water, prevent outbreaks of waterborne diseases, and support affected communities in rebuilding their lives. Dehydration, emerging as a consequence, highlights the health impacts of disrupted water access during crises. Without reliable access to clean water, individuals face heightened risks of dehydration, heat stress, and related illnesses. Vulnerable populations, including children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing health conditions, are particularly at risk, necessitating targeted interventions to ensure access to safe drinking water and adequate medical care. The prediction of famine and drought as byproducts of these disasters underscores the interconnectedness of environmental, social, and economic challenges. Disruptions in food production, distribution, and access exacerbate food insecurity, pushing vulnerable populations into hunger and malnutrition. In regions heavily reliant on rain-fed agriculture or facing prolonged droughts, crop failures and livestock losses threaten livelihoods and exacerbate poverty, leading to long-term consequences for community resilience and development. This second prediction also makes the listener's hair stand on end. The bleak prophetic vision outlined paints a stark picture of potential societal and environmental upheaval in the near future, suggesting a convergence of economic collapse, social unrest, food scarcity, and resource conflicts. While such predictions can instill fear, they also serve as a call to action for preparedness, resilience building, and collective global cooperation. The statement, "No abbots, monks, no novices to learn, honey shall cost far more than candle wax," evokes a scene of disrupted societal norms and economic turmoil. Historically, abbots, monks, and novices have symbolized stability and continuity in religious and cultural life. Their absence suggests a breakdown in traditional institutions, possibly due to economic collapse or societal upheaval. The comparison of honey costing more than candle wax highlights extreme scarcity and inflation in basic commodities, reflecting deep economic instability and scarcity-driven market dynamics. The prediction of so high the price of wheat that man is stirred his fellow man to eat in his despair paints a dire picture of food insecurity and social unrest. A sharp rise in wheat prices, a staple crop globally, signifies disruptions in agricultural production, trade, or distribution systems. In such scenarios, vulnerable populations face heightened risks of hunger, malnutrition, and desperation, potentially leading to civil unrest, social conflict, and humanitarian crises. There will be a significant decline in the finance of the prosperous countries, suggests a widespread economic downturn affecting even traditionally affluent nations. Factors contributing to such a decline could include global economic shocks, financial market instability, or disruptions in international trade and investment flows. Economic contraction in prosperous countries would ripple through global markets, exacerbating social inequalities, unemployment, and poverty levels. Social unrest will tear apart the country, underscores the potential consequences of economic hardship and food insecurity. Social unrest can manifest in various forms, including protests, riots, and civil disobedience, driven by grievances over economic inequality, government policies, or perceived injustices. Such unrest poses challenges to governance, stability, and social cohesion, requiring effective crisis management, dialogue, and inclusive decision-making processes to address underlying grievances and restore trust. People would resort to farming and migrate to other regions with more water, reflects adaptive responses to environmental challenges, particularly water scarcity. As climate change exacerbates water stress in many regions, communities may prioritize agriculture as a means of securing food and livelihoods. Migration to water-abundant regions becomes a survival strategy, leading to demographic shifts, cultural changes, and potential tensions over resource allocation and land use. The admonition, "It's better to be prepared than to cry at that time," underscores the importance of proactive measures in disaster preparedness, resilience building, and sustainable development. Investing in climate adaptation, water management, and agricultural innovation can enhance communities' ability to withstand environmental shocks and mitigate their impacts on livelihoods and food security. Early warning systems, community-based adaptation strategies, and international cooperation are essential in anticipating and responding to emerging challenges. Conflicts will arise between states as they fight over water, points to the potential for geopolitical tensions and conflicts driven by competition for scarce water resources. Water scarcity is increasingly recognized as a critical security issue, with implications for regional stability, transboundary relations, and international cooperation. Effective water governance, diplomacy, and conflict resolution mechanisms are vital in mitigating tensions and promoting collaborative approaches to shared water resources. The third prediction will be a shock to Russia. The forecast of deteriorating health for Vladimir Putin, the long-standing president of Russia, suggests vulnerabilities in his leadership due to personal health challenges. Putin, known for his robust image and control over Russian politics for over 2 decades, has faced speculation and occasional health concerns in the past. Such concerns, if materialized, could impact his ability to govern effectively, influence domestic policies, and project power internationally. The prediction goes further to suggest that a successor, born under the same Chinese zodiac sign, will emerge as a diabolical figure poised to exploit Putin's health issues for personal gain. This successor is described as a close confidant of Putin, indicating insider knowledge and access to power structures within the Russian government. The notion of exploiting Putin's health crisis to seize power nationally and influence Russia's international standing underscores the potential for internal power struggles and Machiavellian maneuvers within elite circles. The scenario painted implies a shift in Russian leadership dynamics, potentially leading to a destabilizing environment both domestically and internationally. In Russia's highly centralized political system, where Putin's authority has been pivotal in shaping policies and maintaining stability, any abrupt leadership change or power struggle could reverberate across political, economic, and security landscapes. Historically, transitions of power in Russia, especially from strong centralized leadership, have been tumultuous and consequential. The prediction suggests that the succession process, if triggered by health issues or internal power dynamics, could unsettle established political alliances, trigger factionalism within ruling elites, and impact Russia's foreign policy orientations. The potential implications extend beyond internal political dynamics. Internationally, uncertainty surrounding Russian leadership can influence geopolitical calculations, diplomatic relations, and global security dynamics. Russia, as a major player in international affairs, particularly in areas like energy security, regional conflicts, and nuclear diplomacy, plays a pivotal role that any leadership change would inevitably affect. The fourth prediction will confuse many people. Nostradamus's cryptic vision for 2024 suggests a pivotal year marked by transformative shifts in the global economy and geopolitical landscape. His prophetic verses hint at profound changes in wealth distribution, leadership credibility, currency stability, and the emergence of new global trends. The verse, "As wealth and power begin to sway, doubt in leaders, currencies assay," alludes to a period of uncertainty and volatility in global economic affairs. This could imply fluctuations in financial markets, challenges to established economic orders, and wavering confidence in political leadership worldwide. Economic indicators and geopolitical tensions may contribute to these shifts, impacting global trade, investment flows, and economic stability. In search of answers, a changing trend, New Horizons Back and Around the Bend suggests a quest for new directions and solutions amid evolving global challenges. It implies a period of adaptation and innovation as societies and nations navigate economic, technological, and environmental changes. The pursuit of new trends and opportunities reflects a dynamic landscape where traditional paradigms may give way to novel approaches and strategies. Nostradamus identifies India as a pivotal player in reshaping the global geopolitical and financial landscape in 2024. This prediction underscores India's rising influence in international affairs, driven by its demographic dividend, economic growth, and strategic importance. As one of the world's fastest-growing economies and a key player in regional and global diplomacy, India's trajectory could indeed influence global trends in trade, technology, and governance. The designation of 2024 as the Year of the Dragon in Chinese astrology adds a layer of symbolism and significance. Dragons symbolize courage, power, and prosperity in Chinese culture, suggesting a year characterized by bold initiatives, transformative changes, and opportunities for growth. The association with wealth and trust aligns with themes of economic resurgence, confidence-building measures, and societal resilience in the face of challenges. The mention of a decentralized digital realm points towards the increasing influence of digital technologies, blockchain, and decentralized finance (DeFi) platforms. These innovations offer new avenues for economic participation, financial inclusion, and technological advancement. The shift toward decentralized digital platforms reflects broader trends toward digitalization, automation, and the integration of emerging technologies into global economic systems. Amid these changes, Opportunities for entrepreneurship, innovation, and global collaboration are anticipated. The digital economy's expansion could foster new business models, disrupt traditional industries, and empower individuals and communities globally. However, it also raises questions about regulatory frameworks, cybersecurity risks, and ethical considerations in the digital age. Don't miss this fifth prediction. Nostradamus' intriguing prediction of contact with extraterrestrial civilizations and the profound changes it could bring to humanity sparks imagination and contemplation about our place in the cosmos and the potential for interstellar communication and collaboration. The prophecy suggests that our planet's trajectory is being closely monitored by advanced extraterrestrial beings. This implies a level of cosmic awareness and surveillance beyond our current scientific understanding, where civilizations from distant stars take an interest in Earth's development and perhaps intervene in crucial moments. The prediction of establishing a fragile peace by the end of 2024 implies that contact with extraterrestrial civilizations may not only be imminent but also transformative. It suggests that initial interactions could be delicate and require diplomatic efforts to navigate differences in culture, technology, and intentions. The notion of fragile peace hints at the challenges and opportunities of interstellar diplomacy and cooperation, where mutual understanding and respect are paramount. The question of whether extraterrestrial beings would help humanity is central to the prophecy. Nostradamus' vision suggests a positive outcome, where a global telepathic connection is established among humans. This telepathic ability to connect through minds, bypassing verbal communication, could revolutionize interpersonal relationships, foster empathy, and facilitate collaborative efforts on a global scale. The ability to communicate telepathically implies a heightened level of understanding and emotional resonance among people. It suggests that individuals would be more attuned to each other's needs, emotions, and intentions, leading to reduced conflicts and enhanced cooperation. This telepathic connection could transcend linguistic and cultural barriers, fostering a deeper sense of unity and solidarity among humanity. Moreover, the prophecy envisions a future where people come together to unite and care for each other more deeply. The prospect of global telepathy suggests a collective consciousness where shared values, empathy, and mutual respect guide interactions and decision-making. This could lead to collaborative efforts to address global challenges such as climate change, poverty, and conflict, with a renewed focus on sustainability, peace-building, and human flourishing. Here is the sixth prediction: the prophecy of a naval war in 2024, where red adversaries will become pale with fear, putting the great ocean in dread, has sparked speculation about its implications. Many interpret this verse as a reference to a potential conflict involving China, whose national flag is predominantly red. One plausible scenario discussed in geopolitical circles is a military confrontation over Taiwan, a region claimed by China but governed independently. The prospect of a naval conflict in the Asia-Pacific region, specifically involving China's ambitions and territorial disputes, underscores the volatility and strategic tensions in global maritime security. Such a conflict could escalate regional dynamics, challenge international maritime law, and impact global trade routes, given the strategic importance of the South China Sea and East Asia. Nostradamus' prediction also touches on changes in European monarchy, suggesting that the current King of the Isles, likely referring to King Charles III of the United Kingdom, may face challenges to his reign. The prophecy states, "A new king shall be anointed who for a long time will appease the earth," implying a succession or political change that could bring stability after a period of uncertainty or controversy. King Charles III, known for his controversial personal life and relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, has faced public scrutiny and comparisons to his first wife, the beloved Princess Diana. Nostradamus's reference to personal attacks could allude to ongoing public sentiment and historical grievances surrounding Diana's tragic death and subsequent perceptions of Camilla's role in Charles's life. The prophecy also extends to the realm of religious leadership, suggesting a potential change in the Catholic Church. Pope Francis, the current head of the Roman Catholic Church, known for his progressive stances and emphasis on social justice, may face challenges or health-related issues that could lead to his replacement. Nostradamus's predictions have been cited historically for their accuracy regarding significant events and leadership changes, adding weight to speculations about the future of the papacy. The final prediction makes everyone scared. Nostradamus's prophecy regarding the future of the Catholic Church, particularly concerning the election of a new pope and the potential implications for the Church's power, invites contemplation and comparison with other prophetic traditions, such as St. Malachi's prophecy of the last pope. The prophecy begins with the death of a very old pontiff, suggesting a significant transition within the Vatican. Nostradamus foresees that a Roman of good age will be elected as the new pope. The phrase, "he weakens his seat, but long will he sit," in biting activity, implies that despite initial challenges or perceptions of instability, the newly elected pope will hold office for an extended period, engaging actively but perhaps controversially in the affairs of the Church. This prediction aligns with historical patterns of papal succession, where the death of an elderly pope often triggers a period of conclave, the process by which the College of Cardinals elects a new pope, followed by the installation of a new pontiff who may face expectations of revitalizing or guiding the Church through challenges. The mention of a younger pope taking possession suggests a generational shift in leadership, potentially bringing new perspectives and priorities to the role. This transition could signal a period of reform or adaptation within the Catholic Church, responding to contemporary social, ethical, and theological challenges. Nostradamus's prophecy also hints at a potential reduction in the power or influence of the Catholic Church. This interpretation resonates with broader societal shifts, including declining religious adherence in some regions, evolving public attitudes toward traditional institutions, and ongoing debates over the Church's role in modern governance and social issues. Comparisons with St. Malachi's prophecy of the last pope add another layer of intrigue. According to St. Malachi, who purportedly predicted the succession of popes until the end of time, the final pope, known as Peter the Roman, would preside over a period of great tribulation for the Church. This prophecy has sparked centuries of speculation and interpretation, with some suggesting that it foreshadows a crisis or transformational event within Catholicism. Some evidence shows that any of us should not ignore Nostradamus's prophecy. There are at least 4 major events that take place as if they were arranged by Nostradamus himself. One of his most famous predictions is linked to the Great Fire of London in 1666, a catastrophic event that devastated the city and reshaped its landscape. His prophecy reads, "The blood of the just will be lacking in London, burnt up in the fire of 66. The ancient lady will topple from her high place. Many of the same sect will be killed." The Great Fire of London began in the early hours of September 2, 1666, in the bakery of Thomas Farriner on Pudding Lane. What started as a small fire quickly escalated into an inferno fueled by strong winds and the predominantly wooden structures of the city. The blaze spread rapidly, engulfing homes, businesses, and public buildings across London. It raged for 4 days before finally being brought under control on September 6th. Nostradamus's prophecy, written in his typically enigmatic style, appears to foretell several elements of the Great Fire's impact. The blood of the just will be lacking in London. This phrase is interpreted to suggest a loss of innocent lives or the destruction of peaceful conditions in London. The fire claimed numerous lives and caused widespread suffering among the city's inhabitants. Burnt up in the fire of 66, Nostradamus specifies the year 1666, accurately pinpointing the timing of the disaster. The ancient lady will topple from her high place. This line is often interpreted metaphorically, referring to the destruction of St. Paul's Cathedral during the fire. St. Paul's, a symbol of London's spiritual and architectural heritage, indeed suffered significant damage in the blaze. Many of the same sex will be killed. This phrase has been interpreted to refer to the predominantly Christian population of London at the time, many of whom would have been affected by the fire's devastation. Another of his most chilling predictions, penned in his renowned work Les Prophéties in 1555, appears eerily prescient in light of recent events. The 1st of January saw Ishikawa, Japan, shaken by a powerful 7.5 magnitude earthquake, an event that sent shock waves through the region and reverberated across the globe. What makes this seismic occurrence particularly astonishing is its alleged foretelling by Nostradamus himself. In his cryptic verses, Nostradamus allegedly predicts, "In 2024, there will be a cataclysmic earthquake off the coast of Japan, prompting a tsunami that will devastate homes and kill hundreds of people." For skeptics, Nostradamus's prophetic quatrains often appear vague and open to wide interpretation. Yet, the perceived accuracy of this prediction, aligning with a specific year and catastrophic event, invites reconsideration. Throughout history, Nostradamus has been credited posthumously with foreseeing a range of global milestones, from the rise of Adolf Hitler to the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Each purported prophecy, like pieces of a mystical puzzle, fuels debate over the nature of foresight and coincidence. Nostradamus's verses are rich with allegory and symbolism, inviting scholars and enthusiasts alike to decipher their hidden meanings. The prediction of the Ishikawa earthquake is but one example of his purported ability to glimpse future calamities. His writings, a blend of astrology, divination, and historical context, continue to captivate those who seek to unravel the mysteries of his visions. In the context of current events, the earthquake off Ishikawa's coast serves as a sobering reminder of the unpredictability of natural disasters and their profound impact on human lives. Nostradamus's supposed forewarning prompts reflection on the interconnectedness of past, present, and future, challenging conventional notions of time and destiny. Beyond natural disasters, Nostradamus's prophetic legacy extends to geopolitical shifts and pivotal moments in history. The deaths of prominent figures and the rise of tyrants are recurrent themes in his quatrains, prompting speculation and debate over the extent of his foresight. The death of Queen Elizabeth II, a towering figure in contemporary British history, and the ascent of Adolf Hitler, whose regime reshaped the course of the 20th century, are among the events attributed to his alleged predictions. What do you think about Nostradamus's scary prophecies about the year 2024? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.